What's up, YouTube? This is Cobra Timmy, and I'm here to present you with Cobra Acquisitions episode number 2. Episode number 2 is a second pickup from my friend moving out of state. This is indeed the Sega Saturn lot that I was talking about. There are a few pieces missing into this. Before I disclose all that, I will explain why it's missing. If you remember in the previous episode that I had talked about this, I was going to get a Sega Saturn lot with a Saturn, bunch of games, controllers, hookups, the whole 9 yards. I didn't need the Saturn, but my girlfriend had a Saturn when she was younger. It has gotten misplaced or sold from her. She don't really know what happened to it. But anyways, the situation there was I decided to pick up the Saturn with all the games, and I gave her the Saturn plus one game for her birthday, which was a couple months ago, so it's all that stuff's gone. It's in her possession now. These are the pieces that I kept for my collection. The Saturn that she got was complete in the box. It was like the square box model, or the smaller box model. If I could find a picture of it, or if I can snap a picture of it, I will snap a picture and then add it into the corner of this video. But if you're a Saturn collector, you probably know what the box looks like. But anywho, let's get to the pieces that I got. I'm not going to disclose the price that I paid for this because it was a quite pricey deal that I worked out, but I did it for him because he needed the money to move, which in all honesty it worked out for everybody. But enough rambling, I'm already 2 minutes in. Let's get into this. First pickup here from this lot that I got was an extender for the Saturn cords, the controllers, excuse me. I have a regular Sega Saturn controller that was bundled in. I gave her a third-party one that came with it. I offered her that one. She said it didn't matter to her, so I kept the name brand one. So I got all these samplers that came with it. I don't think she had any interest in these. Sega Screams Volume 1. Then I found this card dumpster diving, but here it is complete. Sega Saturn bootleg sampler, playable bits and video clips. Don't know if that's the name of it, but that's what it is. We have 3 games that were part of the bundle of the Saturn. Virtual Fighter 2, Virtual Cop, and Daytona USA. And then 2 more playable previews or demos. First one, Panzer Dragoon. Don't know if this has any value, but it's kind of cool to add that to the collection. I kind of wish he had this game, but he didn't have it. But the other awesome one to add to the collection was Christmas Nights into Dreams. The game that I gave her for her Saturn was the original Nights for the Saturn. That was a game that she had and she played all the time, so she's enjoying that with that. Now on to the games that I got, besides the 3 complete games and then the 4 sampler discs. First one in a jewel case. They're all complete, I believe. If they're not, I will tell you. Except for the little, what do you call it, the styrofoam piece that would go across here. First one is Virtual Racing. Next, Tomb Raider. Next, World Series Baseball. Probably the least worried game that was in the lot, but I just took them all to get them off his hands. Next, Sonic R. And if you know some of the prices of some of these games, some of them were pretty pricey, so it was definitely worth the money that I bought for. Next, Sonic Jam. Next one, X-Men Children of the Atom. Looks like a cool game. Look, it's one of the arcade ones. I have to look at some of this stuff because I never owned a Saturn or any of that. But the last pickup, which I believe it was either this or one of the Sonic games. I want to say Sonic R, or the more valuable of all of them, and that would be Blazing Heroes. And just to give you an idea of the condition of these, there's the condition. There's like very light scratches, if any. I mean, there's a couple, but I mean, because he probably played them. So, I don't care. I'm happy with what I got. So, that'll do it for this episode of Cobra Acquisitions. Super awesome Saturn editions. My Saturn collection within the last year or so has really jumped in value. I can't believe some of the games that I've acquired for it, because I figured it would be hard to collect for. But very happy, no complaints at all, and my friend made it down to Florida safely. He was in that hurricane, and luckily he didn't have any troubles with that, so that's cool. But anywho, we're all happy. I'm babbling. I don't know if you guys care to know about that, but I just wanted to add it in there. Have a good day, guys. Check out your ads. Tell your friends and family that you know that you collect video games, because you'd be surprised on some of the stuff you get added in on some of this. I also have another acquisition coming up from him. It'll be in a few more episodes, so stay tuned. Have a good day, and peace out.